After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had to talk about much to talk about when she visited anyway. We touched the subject that we were those between us on that so we date ever again. The hospital? It's not really a place I would like to live in. The others and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess because they are in a hurry and they have million other patients waiting for them. But it makes me feel uncomfortable. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way, but he told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries worked. So I idly observed the scar the surgeries had left on my chest slowly changed its appearance over time, thinking that it's some kind of omen. I still had to listen to the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough. Now I am not disappointed anymore. When I don't get a reply, the way he shuffles around the answer shows that there is at least some hope. At some point, I stopped watching TV. I don't know why, I just did. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. I started reading instead. There was a small library at the hospital, although it was more like a storage room for books. I've been working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for one more. I found out I liked reading, and I think I even became a bit addicted. I started feeling naked without a book in my hands. But I love stories. That was my life. That was what my life was like. They became increasingly harder to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. I felt like the time blurred into some kind of gooey mass, and I was trapped inside instead of moving within. A week could go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes I paused in realization that I didn't know what kind of day of the week it was. But other times, all the things that surrounded me were painfully crashing into my consciousness. The barrier of my I had set for myself. The pages of my book started to feel sharp and burning hot. The heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear. I had to put the book aside, just lay down for a while. Looking at the ceiling, I was going to cry. But that happened rarely. That happened only rarely. I couldn't even cry. Today, Doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He's excited, but not very. It's like he's trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. Compared to here, it's been a few days since the last I've seen them both. Both of them are sort of dressed up. It's supposed to be some kind of special occasion. It's not a party. Oh, crap. There is a ritual the head cardiologist had. He takes his time sorting through his papers, then he's setting it aside, as if to make point of the pointlessness of what he just did. Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to me. He looks me in the eyes for a moment. Hello, Sal. How are you today? I don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him. I believe you can go home. Your heart is stronger now, and with some precautions, you should be fine. We have all the medication sorted out. I'll give you a fire prescription. The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly. So many. I take it from his hands and I take a look at myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? Hey, get out the window. The absurdly long list of medications staring back at me on the paper seems insurmountable. They all blend together in the sea letters. Get out the window. This is insane. Side effects, adverse effects, contractions, and dosages are all listed line after line with a cold precision. I try to read them, but it's so futile. I can't understand any of it. Attending will only make me feel sicker. All this time for the rest of my life, every day. I'm afraid that's the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that list fade over the years. Years? What kind of coincidence? What kind of confidence booster is that? Get out the window, you're getting all wet. I had felt a lot better if he hadn't said anything at all. Also, I've spoken with your parents. We believe we found the best funeral returns to your old school. What? Please calm down, Sal. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down. The way it tells me, he knew full well that I wouldn't like it. Am I going to be homeschooled? Kai, you're getting all wet. Get out the window. Hey, the computer screen's getting wet. The back of the computer is getting wet. Closing the window. There's so much water. Kai, you're getting wet. Back up. Seriously? Okay. Let me. No! Get from back there. You're unplugging my cords. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop fighting me. Stop fighting me. Stop it. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. Back up. There. Stop it. You're being a bad cat. Hey. 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 Back up. The computer monitor's getting wet. Is it getting wet? Let me see. No, not necessarily getting wet. You're getting wet though, Kai. Hey! Out the window. I'm sorry about that. Whatever of my concerns is ignored. We all understand your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision. At least not until we're sure the medication is suitable. So spoken with your parents about a transfer. The school called Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students. Disabled? What am I? It has a 24-hour nursing staff and only has a few minutes. It's only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping them. Here, go back. I am skipping so much. There we go. While keeping help nearby. Independence is a school for disabled kids. Don't try to distinguish that fact. If it was really free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and it wouldn't make a hospital nearby a selling point. Of course, that's only if you want to go. But your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. We went out there and we looked a couple weeks back. I think you like it. Crap. It's like I really don't have a choice. Compared to the other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education. It's an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it. Is my cast in the window? Alright, don't call it a goddamn opportunity. Well, you should be excited. Let's just go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school. In a while, it's not the same one. Return to school, that's it. That's an insult. That's what I want to say. It's a step down. It's not what you think. All the students there are pretty active in their own sort of way. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little help in one way or another. Your father's right. And many of the graduates of school have gone to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by his disability. My colleague in another hospital is a graduate. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by a disability. That's what a disability is. I really hate that something so important was aside from me. But what can I do about it? A normal life without a question now. It's funny. I thought my life was boring. That's just kind of boring. But now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell out something now, something about how I can go back to my school anyway, but no. I don't have any water with me. I don't say anything. The fact is, now it's futile. I look around the room, feeling very tired of all this. The hospital, the doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There isn't a choice. I know this, but the thought of having going to a disabled school, what is it even like? As much as I want to try to be positive spin on it, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. That is all I can think of to get me out through this. It's so wet right here. I'm closing the window. Alright, that's all I can. Oh, crap. Alright, that's all I can think of to get me through this. At least I have something, even if it's a special school. It's something. It's a fresh start and my life isn't over. But it wouldn't be a mistake to just resign myself thinking that. At the very least, I'll try to see what my new life will look like. Act 1, Life Expectancy. The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. In fact, the gates in general seemed to do that. But this one especially so. Red bricks, black route iron, and a 3D plaster assembled into a whole thing. I didn't feel welcoming at all. I wonder if it looked like the gate for school should look like. But I couldn't decide, probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on digging the gate for too long, so I entered through it. With a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. So I walked towards the main building of Yamaku Academy with a brisk pace. This brisk place. I'm alone, as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms. There's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush and filled with green. Doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school will have. Like a park, with clean walkway going past the trees, the smell of fresh cut grass, and all other park-like things. The words like clean and hygienic pop in my head. Makes me shudder. Okay, I'm off. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. I have to take this. Take it as it is. As it comes, I'm sorry. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies. Too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I knew about schools. It's uncanny valley. Even though I was told this is my new school, in the back of my head, it doesn't feel like one. I wanted to feel this real or college from my associations of a school for disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kind of eerie. Makes me wish that there was somebody here I could anchor myself to. Something tangible. Instead of having this feeling that I step into another dimension. The trees hum with the wind, and the green hues flashing all around me. I catch my attention. It makes me. Alright, let me just clear my throat. Because I apparently can't read right now. Makes me think of hospital again. About hospitals again. How they say that operating rooms are painted green because the green is a common color. So when I'm feeling anxious and despite all this greenery, only after I stand in front of the high main buildings, I spot myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back. Even if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could get back anymore. Feeling nervous, and with this realization it set in my head, I opened the front door. A tall man with a bad posture notices me as I enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. You must be Naki. So you are, excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Mr. Muto. Welcome. We exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy. Oh crap. He looks at his watch. The head nurse asks for you for a brief check-in visit. But there's no time for that now. Oh, should I go later? Yes, afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already. Waiting for me? I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable. In a situation like this, somehow not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost miss the teacher's what the teacher's saying. Do you want me to introduce you? You want to introduce yourself to the class? Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure. I mean, isn't that normal? Of course. But not everyone likes being the center of attention. I'm probably the one of those people. But I guess I should be the one to give my first impression of myself. Right. But it's no problem. Let's go then. My heart is pounding in my chest and keeps me thinking about the condition as I follow my teacher upstairs. The third floor corridor is marked from classes grade 3. Motel opens the door and enters. Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry I'm late again. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Get a drip. This is a big step. I know that. But there isn't point in worrying so much about it. At least, not this soon. Wow. There's a lot of disabled kids in here. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around partially so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high and there's lots of space left over around and in between the desks. The entire wall is taken up by blackboards and high old-fashioned windows. Only make it seem larger. The students' desks are standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. I start walking in the front of the classroom and I face the other students. They all look normal, like students in another classroom. But then why would they be here? They're probably like me. They have something wrong with them. It's only just not immediately obvious. Then I notice the other girls seem to be missing a thumb on her right hand. It's a little jarring. It's my natural tendency to listen to someone's talking about. I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. I notice a flash of dark hair. I notice a flash of dark hair and see someone's looking at me. A girl with long straight hair and that is pretty eye-catching. As she seems looking back at her, she covers her face as if to make herself look invisible. There's only one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers in the rear class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Another girl seems to be making weird hand motions. She peers at me over the rims of her glasses when she goes back to whatever she's doing. She's kinda cute. So cheery looking girl with pink hair sitting. So is the cheery looking girl with pink hair sitting next to her. It's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her the moment I walked in. Please, welcome our newest classmate. He claps his hand so that everyone except for one girl in the first row who has only one hand. Oh, that's mean. That's really messed up. I cringe a little, but I hide up a bowing and thanks for the applause I did not deserve. A cloud of silence tells me that I should open my mouth now. So, I'm Hisao Nakai. And after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. I hope to get along with everyone, even though I'm a new student. And after that, I'm being so boring. This is exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. I am saying nothing. The teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied, even with what little I said. Though a few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. It could have gone worse. It definitely could have gone worse. I have to admit that. I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along while letting me sweep the other classroom. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently. And when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels The first little girl claps on this round with her one hand against her iris, which that ends a bandage stump. That makes me feel a little bad. We're going to be doing some group work today, so that'll give you a chance to talk with everybody. Is that okay with you? Yeah, it's fine with me. That's good. You can work with Hakamichi. She is a class representative. She can explain anything you might want to know. And who else will be able to do that better, right? How can I know? Teacher passes out the day's assignments and announces that we'll be working in groups of 3. It hit me hard that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow, the teacher seems to catch my helpless expression. Alright, Hakamichi is right there. Shizune Hakamichi. As he calls out her name, the cute, bubbly-looking girl with the bright pink hair and gold eyes waves her hand at me. I take a seat next to her by the window. Hey, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? Nice to meet you. What? I'm caught off guard by her laughter. It's nice to meet you too, but I'm not Hakamichi. I'm Misha. This is Hakamichi. Shakan. Gaily, Misha points at the girl sitting next to her, the one I saw using sign language before. It looks like she's been staring at me this whole time. She nods once, nonchalantly, to show that she acknowledges my presence, but not barely. She has short, but yet carefully neatly brushed hair, a pair of oval-shaped glasses balanced on the tip of a dainty nose, and dark blue eyes, to seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. Let me meet you. She's deaf, obviously. She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Hakamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I started wondering if the teacher is messing with me, saying things like, "You'll be able to talk to people who better explain things to you." I can see you're a little confused, right? Right? But I understand why you would think this. Think I was Chikan, I don't know. Alright, I went the wrong pipe. Chikan is deaf, so I'm the only person who translates things for her back and forth. I'm not gonna interpret her. She says it's nice to meet you too. What's wrong with her? Like, what's wrong with the pink-haired girl? Nothing, cause like, what's wrong with the pink-haired girl? You're a new student, aren't you? Well, yeah, I just introduced myself like 4 seconds ago. I don't know how you don't know I'm a new student. Washikan, of course. Washikan? Of course, he is. If he wasn't, he wouldn't have been standing up there for no reason, right? Right? He seems like a very interesting person, doesn't he? We knew there was gonna be a new student, but we didn't know you would be here today so soon, Hachan, right? Hachan? Yep, it fits, doesn't it? Did I say that out loud? It's just a surprise. I never liked that nickname. I don't really see how. It fits. You look just like I imagined. What? What does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? What does that mean? Okay. Haha! Yeah, you look just like Hachan. Like a Hachan. I wonder why everyone seems to think that. Because it's true? Maybe you do like Hachan. What does this mean? Like, why does this pop up? What does that mean? She's smiling? That's what she's doing on the screen right now. But this doesn't make any sense. Like this, she's smiling. This, I don't know what this is. How come when she taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention, and just her back and forth look at each other silently, her heads a blur. She's a little overwhelmed. Aha! Sorry about that. She kind of wants you to know that she's a class rep, so if there's anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her. What does that mean? It's all the same. Like, why is that even popping up? Her face is right there. There is no reason for this. Whatever this is. Do you see her face? Like, she's obviously like... Oh, that means... Did I go so far? We can show you around a little bit if you haven't had time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it. We just done most with her heart, with that hardware look, making it stick out. Otherwise, fluid translate. In her otherwise fluid translation. Thanks, that would be pretty helpful. There's water on my desk now too. Terrific. There's a lot of water on my desk. I don't know if it's from my cup or what. It seems to be from my cup. Thanks, that would be pretty helpful. Yeah, I guess I just kind of came out straight to class today. Why is this here? This doesn't need to be here. I can see her face. This doesn't need to be here. Ha ha! That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're going before you go. Not just to school either. Always, even if it's a trip. Try a convenience store. Really, Shikon? Ha ha! Ha! She's kind of creepy. Learn about where you're going. I guess I didn't bother to do that, or just didn't care enough to do so. I didn't look forward to this, even though I committed myself to going along with it half-assedly. But anyway, I don't say anything, and Misha said something that is with a shrug. What was it? It seems like it was about me. I feel something over my seat. They're both smiling, but that shrug hit me. I said it deeply. You look down. Are you okay? That doesn't need to be there. There is no point for this. Her face is there. I can see her face, and she's translating. So why is this here? It's the same face every time. It doesn't change. It just needs to be the same thing. It would make sense if like her eyes if it would go into like a smile or something, but it's the same every time. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Tell you wrong with me, please. I hate when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal. As much as you need help, so stop looking like you fail a test. Just fail a test. Wah! Alright. And another thing, you don't have to call Shikon something so formal like Hakamachi or class rep all the time. Just call her Shikon. Her cheeks are red. Okay, maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizune will be more appropriate. Shizune. Why does she even have a box? She's deaf. She doesn't talk. I'm sorry, that's mean. I don't know why I said that. Yep. Shizune is fine. Okay, that'd be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly, so I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier, especially about Shizune, who I assumed would be all about business. I did too. I keep 100. Well, she still seems like that. Just less so, I guess. See, now it changed. Huh? Alright, we haven't even touched the assignment. We should start work now. Or Shikon will get mad. Yep, no, she is like that. The assignment is also kind of long. So we should start now if we want to get finished. Wow, that too. That face doesn't need to be there. It does not need to be there. I can see her facial expression right there. It doesn't need to be there. Her facial expression right here. She has a V on her mouth. Assuming Claire says to both of us impatiently. I don't think I need a sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message.